In the coming 2 days, we will be seeing a massive move for Bitcoin being created. The Bollinger Bands are right now trading at such a narrow stage, only previously seen before at this bear market bottom. And of course, in 2 days, we will be getting our inflation data getting released on July the 12th, which will be causing a lot of volatility as well as previously shown at all of these green vertical lines. And I'm still in my long position on Bitget with about 4.1k in profits right now on Bitget. Now, of course, for Bitcoin, well, we have been having a look in towards this consolidation range, and I've actually been saying that every single thing that we are doing inside of this consolidation range is actually just noise. We want to be seeing a breakout to either the upside or towards the downside, and that is going to be deciding if we are going to be seeing more momentum coming in towards the downside or towards the upside. Now, one thing that is actually pretty interesting inside of this consolidation range is that yesterday we have been making this symmetrical triangle that I also talked about in my free Telegram channel yesterday for the very first time. I shared this first message ever in my Telegram channel, and I've been saying actually that whenever we are going to be seeing this breakout, well, most likely it is just going to be trapping a lot of Bitcoin traders, and I still do think so. Of course, because we were trading in a weekend, we have not been creating any CME gap, so that is actually looking very good. But still, I do not think this is going to be a very valid breakdown. Yes, potentially in the very short term, we might be creating a little bit more downwards momentum, but in the end of the day, I think whenever we are going to be reaching this support again, well, maybe we are going to be creating some kind of a bullish divergence on the RSI indicator on the 4-hourly time frame. But in the end of the day, I do expect we are going to be seeing some kind of a bounce, and we once again going to be testing this upper resistance. So I'm actually going to be still thinking that in the end of the day, we will be breaking towards the upside, because of course the larger term trend is still towards the upside, and we can also be seeing that the funding rates have right now on some exchanges been flipping negative, and this is of course indicating that the majority of the Bitcoin traders are right now actually shorting the market, which is actually a very good thing because the majority is usually wrong in the market. Now, of course, on the opposite side, we can of course still break towards the downside. There is always that possibility. And if we are going to be breaking down, well, I am going to be having a look into towards these next support levels at about the 28.7k and the 27.7k. And of course, yes, we also did have some bearish signals right now being created. For example, we are still testing this very important weekly resistance, and we are creating these bearish divergences on the daily time frame. Previously around right here, of course, we have also been creating these bearish divergences, and right here in the end of the day, we did break it towards the upside actually, rather than towards the downside. We first got this move towards the upside, then we went towards the downside. All right, so this can exactly be repeated once again right now for the Bitcoin price action right now. Of course, do keep in mind that technically this is a bearish indication. Right here, it was just an exception that we went towards the upside, but bearish divergences are actually a very strong indication of a top signal right here. But whenever we are going to be breaking above our previous high, well, that is going to be the moment where I'm going to be saying, all right, we are probably going to be invalidating these bearish divergences, and we are actually going to be just creating another pump, just like we did over here whenever we broke above our previous high, and also just like we did over here. Now, that is also going to be exactly the reason why I'm still going to be saying that this consolidation range is going to be decisive. If we are going to be getting this breakdown, well, then I of course think these support levels are going to get hit. But if we are going to be getting this break towards the upside, well, then we are going to be invalidating our bearish divergences, and we are going to be creating another pump towards the upside. And this break outside of this consolidation range is very likely going to be happening anytime soon because our volatility is right now so low. literally, we have not seen this narrow stages of our Bollinger Bands since we have bottoming out in our bear market bottom right here. You can be seeing on this bottom indicator that we were touching at that time the levels at about the 0.04 level right here of the narrowness of our Bollinger Bands. And right now exactly we are hitting these lows again. So this is once again indicating that narrowness of this Bollinger Band being as narrow as this bear market bottom. And because of that, we might see an as explosive move as we have seen over here right now as well being created for the price action right now. This move towards the upside was a move of about 46% towards the upside in about 1 month. Well, just imagine what would right now happen if we are about to see the same amount of volatility. Of course, this volatility can also be coming towards the downside, but in my opinion, it will all just depend on the inflation data that we will be getting this Wednesday on July the 12th. And the forecasted numbers, in my opinion, do not look all that great. Of course, we still do have a target of 2% inflation for the Fed. And that is also the reason why we are very likely to be seeing another rate hike happening, this rate hike decision on July the 26th. And of course, this is actually very bearish for the market. Maybe the market is in for a surprise and maybe we are actually going to be seeing very bullish numbers coming out right here. Nobody really knows. Everyone is kind of guessing what the numbers will be right here. So we will have to wait and see what the actual numbers are going to be this Wednesday. And all we can say is in the short term, do not get caught up in this noise in the very short term. We are hitting this support level and I do think in the end of the day, we are going to be seeing some kind of a nice bounce towards the upside. Now, of course, unless we are going to be breaking towards the downside, then we are going to be having a look into what's these next support levels. I'm keeping my long position open on BitCat right here. Be sure to join my free Telegram channel with the link down in the description because I will be sharing a very important update video about the Bitcoin price later today in this Telegram channel. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development, and I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.